What's up everybody, this is Teacher Ivan from NextGen Academy. Our goal in this channel is to help you achieve your highest potential and to help you understand subjects in the easiest and the most efficient way. If you'd like to get more tips and tricks on how to achieve A star in your IGCSE, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to this channel. Lastly, if you need any help in your studies, you can always head on to our website, link in the below, or our Instagram, drop us a DM and we'll be able to help you. Enjoy this video and I wish you all the best.
All right. Okay, final paper, February-March 2023, paper 2-2. Okay, so we'll read all the instructions. We'll get straight into the first question. Okay, everyone have your calculator with you also. Okay, number 1, on the axis below, sketch the graph y equals to modulus 4 cos 2x from 0 to pi. Okay, then giving the coordinates of any points where the graph meets the axis. Okay, for this kind, I like to do this kind because when they give you points like this, right, all you need to do is type in your calculator. Okay, so what are the main points? If you all see here, this is pi. Okay, pi means you got 4 parts here. So here we write pi over 4, pi over 2, then 3 over 4 pi. Okay, go and just draw a table out and calculate this. When you calculate it, right, same like sketching of graph, you don't do the modulus first. Okay, you draw the original graph first. In terms of graph, all kinds of graph, when you want to modulus it, after you draw the original graph, then whatever that is negative at the bottom, then only you flip it up. Okay, so let's go and calculate this one. 0, pi over 4, pi over 2, 3 over 4 pi, and pi. Okay, convert it to radian mode first. Okay, when you put the radian mode, this will be 4, this will be 0, -4, 0, and 4. Okay, you don't need to do like the manual way where you go and slowly convert it and all. When they give you like this, okay, on the graph, you just type into the calculator, unless they give you an empty space. That means if they just give you x and y like that, then they ask you to show like where the graph intersect the x and the y axis. Then that one you have to know how to do your a, b, and c value. Okay, so what you're going to do is 4. So we have these 2 points. So here we got 4. Then here, -4. Okay, let's plot the points out. So here 4, 0, -4, 0, and then 4. Okay, how does your original graph look like? Okay, I'm just going to put this in dotted lines first. This is a cost graph, so make sure you bend a little bit like this. Okay, so I draw dotted lines. This is the way on how to do it. We do like this. Then we are gonna flip it up. Okay, reflect it up. Everything that is negative will become positive like this. Okay, in exam, just erase this. Okay, don't leave it there. And make sure you all use pencil. Don't use pen to do any sort of drawing. Okay, question 1, all good? No, don't use mechanical pencil. You look at the instruction, what did they say? HB pencil. Okay, to be safe, just use the HB pencil. Okay, for all things graph. All right, number 2. Let's go to number 2. Number 2, do not use a calculator in this question. Expand and simplify this value here, this fraction here, giving your answer as a rational denominator. All right, how do we do this? When they say do not use a calculator, actually, whatever you can try to use calculator, you use calculator. What I see here, you can type this into your calculator, you square it. You see whether they give you a certain value or not. So you can, sometimes you can just try an error by using the calculator first. Okay, so let's open this up. What you will get, your top, you will square, your entire bottom, you also square it. So here, you'll get x square root 11 square over 2 third 3 minus 1 square. Okay, your numerator, you'll get x square 11. Okay, your denominator, you'll get 12 minus 4 third 3 plus 1. Okay, we put it into a nicer order, 11x squared, and over here we'll get 13 minus 4 third 3. Okay, for me to rationalize it, I need to multiply here by the conjugate set. So I'll get 13 plus 4 third 3. This one also multiply 13 plus 4 third 3. Okay, why? Just a recap, A plus B A minus B equals to A square minus B square. Okay, this is the concept. Okay, next one. We multiply at the numerator, you get 143 x squared, and here you get 44 sub 3 x over 169 minus 48. Okay, we simplify the denominator, so 143 x squared plus 44 sub 3 x squared over 121. This is how we get our 4 marks over here. Okay, good. Everyone good? Just give me a thumbs up. Okay, easy so far. Okay, next one. Question 3. Solve the inequality modulus 5x plus 4 less than or equals modulus 2x minus 3. For modulus inequality, if both sides got modulus, what do? We need to remember this equation. You just square both sides. Okay, whether it's less than or more than, the easiest way to do is actually just square both sides. Don't need to do the plus minus and all. Okay, I think will be a bit longer and a bit more confusing also. So just square both sides. So 5x plus 4 square less than or equals 2x minus 3 square. Let's open up the bracket. So you get 25x square plus 40x plus 16 less than or equals 4x square minus 12x plus 9. Simplify it, we move everything to the left-hand side. 21x squared plus 52x plus 7 less than or equals to 0. Okay, factorize this. Okay, I think some students ask me, teacher, can I straight away write the answer? Please don't. Okay, make sure you're sure all this working. The factorizer, even though you're using calculator. So here you get 3x plus 7, then less than or equals to 0. Here you get x equals to negative 1 over 7, and x equals to negative 7 over 3. Okay, quadratic inequality. Actually, I gave an acronym before, so for those who didn't hear this before, so any question related to quadratic inequality, we can use this acronym RRSS. Okay, RRSS. You have to rearrange the formula first. Okay, so you see here, you rearrange it. Okay, then you find the roots. Okay, then you draw out the shape. Then you solve it. Okay, so you rearrange the formula to ax squared plus bx plus c first. This one always make your a as positive. So we want to always make it like this, so that it's easy for you to see the range of values also. Okay, so after this, what we do is we put the roots inside. So negative 7 over 3 and then negative 1 over 7. You put the smaller value at the left-hand side. Okay, then the lower, so since it's less than 0, it will be in this section here. Okay, so your answer here will be negative 7 over 3 less than or equals x less than or equals negative 1 over 7. Okay, Akil asks, can I teach the other methods for modulus inequalities without memorizing all the formulas? Okay, can. Okay, wait up. If actually, I tell you all what is written in the textbook first. Okay, you all go to your chapter 5. Okay, go to your chapter 5. Okay, the problem is textbook actually asks you all to memorize it, right, for the inequality. Okay, what are the different scenarios for inequality? It's either one side or two side only. Okay, so this as in one side or two side got modulus. So if you go into your textbook, they wrote this other case where P, okay, modulus P is less than Q. Okay, then they will say negative Q less than or equals to P less than or equals to Q. Okay, the other one that they give you is modulus P more than or equals to Q, and then they will say here P is less than negative Q, P is more than or equals to Q. Okay, the problem with this formula is that if you forget this formula, very hard for you to derive, correct or not? Okay, you don't know whether less than or more than. Okay, what is the logic behind? You look at the textbook also, there's no explanation over here. Okay, if you want, you all see which way you all understand theorem. Modulus P, right? Okay, let's say it is a linear graph. okay, a linear or quadratic. Okay, so you will get your graph to be like this one. Okay, it's a V shape. Okay, I draw like that. It's a V shape. Okay, this is my modulus P. Modulus P will always be like that one. Okay, either a V shape or a quadratic. Okay, Q, if it's Q value, then it will just be like this one. Okay, Q will just be like this. So less than means your values will be in between like this. Negative Q and Q. Okay, but how do I know whether it's negative Q or Q also? Okay, you have to understand all from the modulus. Okay, then if it's more than, then it'll be on top. It will be on top like this. Okay, so you put like this. Same thing again. This will be modulus P. Then negative Q to Q. Your here will be here and here will be here. Understand the logic behind? Okay, problem with this formula is that if you get confused, okay, you don't know which is which. Okay, the easier way to do slightly longer, but this one is to be safe one. Whenever you got modulus at one side, you open up the modulus to just become plus and minus first. That means you don't straight away skip to this formula. Okay, there will be, it's slightly longer working. Okay, so this one, if modulus one side only, okay, open modulus to become plus minus. Okay, and when you open that time, right, it means if you want to convert the modulus, you don't straight away put the plus minus to the right hand side or the other, whichever side on the opposite side. You open the plus minus on that side itself. Okay, so for this part here, what you will do, okay, there's a reason why you cannot straight away put it to the right hand side. So what you need to do is like that, plus minus less than or equals to Q. Okay, then you will split the equation to like that. P less than or equals to Q, negative P less than or equals to Q. Okay, for me, I rather do this method because I also will forget this side. Okay, and you see also here why you have to put the negative here first, because the symbol will change if I shift the negative to the Q side. So it will be P more than or equals to negative Q. Make sense? Same goes for this also. Okay, we are using the same formula. So you don't have to memorize any formula. You just need to know that. Okay, this one memang you have to know already. Your modulus you have, when you open it up, it become plus minus, right? So this one will be plus minus more than or equals to Q. So your here will be, so 1 plus 1 minus, so positive. Okay, P more than or equals to Q. Then here negative P more than or equals to Q. So if you shift it over to the other side, this will be less than negative Q. You see, the equation will be the same one. P less than or equals to Q, P more than or equals to Q. This side also will be the same. P is more than negative Q, but P is less than Q. Okay, so which one will be easier for you all? Okay, you all can memorize it. The thing is, you can memorize it. Just that I scared you all memorize wrongly already. Answer your question? Okay, so scenario 1 is I got modulus one side. Then scenario 2, this one you don't do plus minus. This one you all just remember, just square both sides. Okay, will be easier for you to solve it. Okay, so if I got modulus on left hand side, right hand side, okay, I just modulus all of it. Okay, so there's actually one more case which very rarely comes out. Okay, this one if you look into your textbook, it's actually like this. Okay, sorry, I divert a bit because I think this is important. If I got modulus P plus modulus Q equals to, let's say, a value A. Okay, if I got modulus and modulus at one side, okay, this is actually in your textbook, page 93. Okay, textbook. One of the scenarios here. What you got to do is you make it like this first. A minus modulus Q. Okay, then you have to go and open up plus minus. This one you have to make it to plus minus P like that. Then equals to A minus modulus Q. This one, you have to keep on opening up the modulus to plus minus. Okay, so here we do plus minus like that. So P equals to A minus modulus Q. Negative P equals to A minus modulus Q. Okay, then we are going to do the same thing again. This modulus Q, okay, you shift it to the left hand side again. And Q equals to A minus P. This one modulus Q equals to A. Sorry, this will be A plus P. This one will be A minus P. Then we repeat again. Okay, we repeat this one again. Plus minus, plus minus. So you'll come up to 4 equations like this one. Okay, so 4 scenarios that will possibly come out. Honestly, this one haven't come out in a while, but we should know. It's a very, very long working. Okay, it's a very long working for this one. Okay, you all can go and just look into your page 93 in your textbook. Okay, this part here, everything that you all need to know for your inequalities. All right, shall we go? Question 4. If you're not clear later, this one you all can ask me again. Okay, question 4. Y equals to secant square 5x minus tangent square 5x over cosec 5x. Show that y is equals to a sine bx, where a and b are integers. Hence, find your integration from 0 to pi over 5 y dx. Okay, so what do we need to do for this? We need to simplify this one here first into this form. How can we simplify? Slowly, okay, one step at a time. Okay, so clue, this is actually a proving type of question. Clue is that whenever you see a trigo square, okay, whenever you see got a trigo square, so whether it's sine, cos, tangent, secant, cosecant, cotangent, square, think about your identities. Okay, think about the identities, which is the 3 equation that is given to you in the formula sheet in front. Okay, so I got this, this, and this. So what is the relationship? So normally what I will do, I teach you all how to think. You see got proving type of question, you just write down these 3 equations down there first. Okay, because maybe you don't know which equation to write, or you write on your formula sheet somewhere. You write down the 3 equations, then you figure out from there. Okay, this is actually how you do proving type of question. So, okay, I won't write all of it. But you see here, look at the equation, right? There's secant square and tangent square. So you see secant square and tangent square got some sort of relationship. So normally we will use this one if you got secant square and tangent square. If I got cosecant square and cotangent square, then I might need to use this. Okay, but if you're not so sure, write down all 3 formulas over here into that question, then you figure out from there, because your brain will try to connect the dots between both of it. Right? Okay, so if you see here, there is secant square and tangent square. Okay, so what can I convert that? I write down the equation first. I want to use this one. Secant square a equals to 1 plus tangent square a. And what is cosecant? This one don't have square, so this one we don't think about identity. Okay, we just need to think, because this cosecant is equals to 1 over sine. Okay, let's simplify this top part here. Secant square will become 1 plus tangent square. So 1 plus tangent square 5x. That's what my secant square became. Minus tangent square 5x over, okay, this one will be what? 1 over sine 5x. Okay, why I change to sine also? Because my final form, I want some sort of sine. Yes, Hanif. Okay. See here? Tangent square can cancel off. So I'll get 1 over, why I don't change it directly equals to 1? What do you mean? Oh, can also. No, yeah, either way, yeah, both ways also can. Okay, both ways also can. Okay, so yeah, sorry, maybe got faster way. Secant square minus tangent square. Same thing, you still get 1. Okay, so 1 over sine 5x. When you do proving, again, every student might do slightly different, okay? But your outcome will be the same one. Okay, then here you get y equals to sine 5x. All right, so I'm going to integrate this. Sine 5x, which one we want from 0 to pi over 5 dx. Okay, so SC, negative S, negative C. Okay, S will go to negative C when I integrate it. So here, you'll get negative 1 over 5 cos 5x. Sum in the value, pi over 5. Okay, then you just change it into radian mode. I need to emphasize over and over again, you need to put it in the correct mode. Okay, if really you know how to do the entire question, then you'll waste marks because put in the wrong mode. Okay, very kesian, right? Okay, so make sure you always double check your values. Okay, to be safe also, what I normally do, I have 2 calculators with me. Okay, when I do exam. So just double check it, and I have 2 different models over here. Okay, sub it in. Negative 1 over 5 cos 0. Another thing also, trigo, don't assume your sine 0, cos 0, tangent 0 automatically becomes 0. Okay, always just double check your calculator. So here you get negative 1 over 5, negative 1 plus 1 over 5, okay, which you'll get 2 over 5. Okay, good. Let's see, we have 11 questions here. All right, let's go to the next one. Question 5. Okay, question 5. Do not use a calculator in this question. Okay, but go ahead and use your calculator to find the values. Okay, show that x minus 1 is a factor of the expression x cubed minus 2x squared minus 19x plus 20. So we are just going to use factor theorem for this. I will let the equation make it to fx first. So fx equals to x cubed minus 2x squared minus 19x plus 20. X minus 1 is a factor, so I'm going to sub in x equals to 1. Okay, so f1 is equals to 1 cubed minus 2 1 square minus 19 times 1 plus 20, which is equals to 0. Okay, right here shown. Don't waste your time, do long division for this. Okay, for us to prove, you just need to use factor theorem over here. Okay, next one. Hence, write x cubed minus 2x squared minus 19x plus 20 as a product of its linear factors. Okay, so linear factor means x minus a, x minus b, x minus c. This one you can just use your calculator to check what's your value first. So what I'll do, use calculator first. Write the answer at the side or write on your rough paper first. You should get x equals to 1, x equals to 5, and x equals to negative 4. Okay, make sure you know how to use your calculator to type out and solve this equation first. Then we work backwards. This will be x minus 1, x minus 5, and then x plus 4. Okay, we show by using the first factors first. So which is dividing it by x minus 1. So x cubed minus 2x squared minus 19x plus 20 over x minus 1. Okay, here x squared, x cubed minus x squared. Okay, common mistake that I always see students do also, when you minus, use the wrong symbol. So a small little tip is that you add a small negative at the side here so that you remind yourself that I'm minusing this value. Okay, this value minus this value minus this value. Okay, so you just add this small part here. So negative 2x squared, negative x squared, which you'll get plus x squared, which you'll get negative x squared here, then negative x squared, negative 19x. Also, you got to remember the long division, if you got any empty spaces, make sure you all put a plus 0 to that term to it. Okay, then the next one, you get negative x. So here negative x squared, negative x. You get negative. Okay, then here you get negative 20x plus 20, and you get negative 20 here. So negative 20x plus 20. Okay, so we'll write the equation to be x minus 1, x squared minus x minus 20. Make sure you show this. Then after that, only we factorize it again. X minus 1, x minus 5, and then x minus 4. Okay, then the last one. Hence, find the exact solutions, okay, for this one, E3y. Okay, if they ask for quadratic factor, then you just leave it here. So sometimes they may say as a product of its linear factor and quadratic factor, then you don't do this part here. Okay, normally they will only ask you that if this one there's no solution. Make sense? Okay, linear factor is mx plus c, so your x to the power 1. Quadratic factor is this. In long division, it gets hard to tell when the next value down is negative or not. That's why you use this. That's why you use this. You will get confused. Okay, because I'm also thinking in terms like a student like that. So put a negative here to help you to remind yourself that I need to minus it. Then use your calculator, minus 19 minus 1. Sometimes in exam, you're too tired to think already. So you literally leverage on your calculator to help you think. Okay, this part here, if you see the pattern, your e to the power of y replaces the x, right? So that means x will be e to the power of y. Okay, wait. Aiden say. Sorry, my symbol here is wrong, that's why. Yeah, you see, teachers also get confused. Negative x, negative 1. So this one will be plus x. Okay, so that's why here is negative 20x. Okay, so here, okay, thanks Aiden for seeing that. I also get confused. That's why. So here, what we are getting is that x will replace my e to the power of y will be replaced my x, right? So just now we got the fx. Okay, so if we say x cubed minus 2x squared minus 19x plus 20 equals to 0, if we factorize it, we will get x minus 1, x minus 5, x plus 4 equals to 0, where x is equals to 1, x equals to 5, and x is equals to negative 4. Okay, we are going to let x equals to e to the power y. This front part actually you don't need to write out. Okay, so you can just straight jump to here, then you solve it. E to the power of 2y equals to 1. Sorry, this is e to the power of, is it 2y or 1? Give me a moment. Okay, you see, I also did wrong here already. Let x equals to e to the power of y. Yes. Okay, can you see? E to the power of y. Can you see the pattern? Okay, plus 20. So x is e to the power of y. E to the power of y is equals to 1. E to the power of y is equals to 5. And then e to the power of y is equals to negative 4. Okay, then e, I will change it to ln. Okay, so we change to that like this. Ln 1, y equals to ln 5. Okay, this one cannot. Okay, this one, if you want to change it, this one you will reject it. Okay, what's ln 1? 0. So y is equals to 0, and then y equals to ln 5. These two are your solutions. Okay, double check your answer is my answer. Okay, because I don't have the official mark scheme over here also. Okay, all good? All right. Next one. Question 6. Okay, a geometric progression has first term 64 and common ratio 0.5. Okay, so geometric progression, first term, common ratio 0.5. So find the 10th term. Geometric progression, you don't know, also go in front, we'll find what's the formula. So term is AR to the power of n minus 1. What did they give us here? A is equals to 64, R is equals to 0.5. So I just need to fit in the values. U10, actually I like to use the term T lah. Okay, but this U because it's written in front there. So here I will get 64, 0.5, 10 minus 1. Let's calculate this. You should get 1 over 8. Okay, then next one. Find the sum of the first 10 terms. So formula for sum, Sn is a1 minus r to the power n over 1 minus r, which you will get 64, 1 minus 0.5 to the power 10 over 1 minus 0.5. Okay, slowly type in the calculator. If you do not type the whole thing, you can get 1023 over 16 over 0.5, which you get 1023 over 8. Okay, then the last one, sum to infinity. Formula also is in front. A over 1 minus r. Okay, so sum to infinity, we just put in your A and your r. So 64 over 1 minus 0.5, which you'll get 128. Okay, next one is on arithmetic progression. Okay, an arithmetic progression such that S20 minus 400 equals to 2S10. Okay, so there's a first equation here. U1 to U6 is 1 to 5. Okay, then they say here, find the sum of the first 3 terms of this progression. Okay, let's write down the formulas first because we need to use U and S over here. This is for arithmetic progression. So UN A plus N minus 1 D, Sn N over 2, 2A plus N minus 1 D. Okay, so what do I get here? Let's derive the first one first. S20 minus 400 equals to 2S10. Okay, go ahead, slowly feed it in. You get 20 over 2, 2A plus 19D minus 400 equals to 2, 10 over 2, 2A plus 9D. Okay, a lot of values. Be careful when you calculate this. Okay, you will get here. Okay, what am I going to do over here? Okay, so I will convert this to 10. This one convert it to 10. This will become 10. So 10 times 2, 20A plus 190D minus 400 equals to, okay, here what can I do? I can make it to 5. Okay, this one, I make it to 5. Okay, wait, I just double check my values here also. 5 times 2. Okay, what do y'all get for the value here? Yeah, I did mine slightly wrong already. Okay, so you get here 2, 5 times 2, 10A plus 45D. Okay, so here I'll get 20, 250. Hold on, why is my value wrong here? 20A plus 90D, right? Okay, do y'all get this? Everyone just double check this. Okay, so 20A plus 190D minus 400. Okay, 20A, we cancel off. 190 minus 90, this will be 100D equals to 400. D will be equals to 4. Okay, do y'all get this? D is equals to 4. Yeah. Okay, so here we now sub into the other value. So this second equation, U1 to U6 equals to 1 to 5. So how can we convert this equation? U1 to U6 equals to 1 to 5. We can convert it to a ratio. U1 over U6 equals to 1 over 5. A plus 5D equals to 1 over 5. Okay, I'm going to substitute the D into here. So A over A plus 5 times 4 equals to 1 over 5. A over A plus 20 equals to 1 over 5. We cross multiply it. This one will become 5A equals to A plus 20. 4A equals to 20. A will be equals to 5. Okay, everyone just double check this value. D equals to 4 and A is equals to 5. Okay, then what does the question want? Find the sum of the first 3 terms of this progression. So sum of the first 3 terms means S3. Okay, S3. So I'm going to put in here n over 2, 2a plus n minus 1 d. Okay, what's my value here? A equals to 5, d equals to 4. Okay, so I will get 3 over 2, 2 times 5 plus n minus 1 is going to be 2 times 4. Okay, 2 times 4. Okay, so slowly do here, 2 times 5 plus 2 times 4, you get 18. You get 18. 18 times 3 over 2, you get 27 over here. Okay, all good? Okay, how many percent y'all get until here? Question 1 to question 6. Question 1 to question 6. 100%? Okay, any particular question that y'all got wrong? Just let me know. Okay, all good. Okay, we'll stop here first. Okay, we'll continue the part 2. Okay. Yes. For the question 1. Do I need to erase the line? Yeah, just erase the line. Don't leave the dotted line there. Okay, the dotted line was just my way of teaching you all the process of how to sketch it out. Okay, any more question? Any more question? Okay, all good. Okay, so we'll continue the second part. For those who haven't done it, try it first. Okay, because I want to go through our topical past year question with you all. Okay, that's all. This is the first part for FM paper 2023, paper 22. All right. Okay, we are going to continue the part 2 of our FM 2023 paper 22. Okay, so we're going to continue on question 7. Once again, I don't have the official mark scheme for this, so if there's anything that is a little bit different from my answer and your answer, please let me know. Okay, because this is just purely based on my own exercise. Okay, come. Question 7a, variables x and y such that y is equals to 1 plus cos square x over tangent x. Use differentiation to find the approximate change in y as x increases from from pi over 4 to pi over 4 plus h. Okay, so whenever you see this word approximate change in y, the equation should be delta y over delta x equals to dy over dx. Okay, make sure you all write down this formula first before you all even start. Okay, another thing is don't always assume that they're asking you to find delta y. Sometimes they may ask you to find delta x, so you just need to rearrange the equation here. Okay, first thing, let's find what is dy over dx. Okay, so our y in the question, I just copied out 1 plus cos square x over tangent x. Okay, I have it here, u, v. Okay, what can I do over here? We are going to do quotient rule. So u equals to 1 plus cos square x, v equals to tangent x. U prime, okay, you got to be careful. This one, cos square x will be cos x, then bracket square. Okay, so you will also write this one sc negative s negative c. Okay, so this one will become, cos will become negative sign. So this will be negative 2 sine x cos x. Okay, got to be extra careful when you have your power in the middle. V prime, tangent x will become secant square x. Okay, so we are going to cross like this. Okay, dy over dx. Okay, vu prime over vu prime minus uv prime over v squared. So tangent x negative 2 sine x cos x minus 1 plus cos square x secant square x over tangent square x. Okay, don't go and simplify this. We are not trying to show what's your dy over dx. The main thing is that we want to find what is our dy over dx value, right? So we just need to substitute what is your original x value, okay, which is pi over 4. Pi over 4, this one also is in radian mode. Okay, so I'm going to sub this in, dy over dx. So just basically, okay, this part here, actually, you don't need to show the working also, okay? But to be safe, this is what I do, that I find one part at a time, because I'm not going to type the entire thing into the calculator, like straight away. Very hard to type. Even for myself, I will get confused a little bit. Okay, so I will break down part by part like this. Okay, so what do I mean? Okay, write down the calculation here first. 1 plus cos square pi over 4. And here will be secant square pi over 4 over tangent square pi over 4. Okay, what I will do over here, right, instead of typing this entire thing in the calculator, break down part by part. So like that. 1, negative 2, sec 2 over 2, sec 2 over 2. Okay, then here we will get minus 1 plus sec 2 over 2 square. And here will be 2 over sec 2 square. Okay, just double check. Is there any marks if you directly show the answer? Can also. Yeah. For this one, this step is not necessary. Okay, this step is not necessary. Normally, mark scheme will straight away give you the answer lah. Okay, they straight away just write dy over dx is the value already. Okay, but this one is just to be safe. Okay, what's the dy dx that you'll get? And all you just type in the chat. Negative 1. Okay, it's just to be safe. This part here. Okay, 2. And then you get negative 1, negative 3. Okay, therefore your dy over dx will be equals to negative 4. Okay, you can type this whole thing into calculator also. Okay, no problem actually. just be careful when you type, because normally when you type the whole thing, right, you're not so sure which one, like a value come up, but you don't know whether which one is correct also or not. Okay, like which value is the one that's correct or you type in wrongly. Okay, so this is just something to be careful on. Okay, so we need to, okay, we got our dy over dx already. Then we need to find what is our delta x, right? This one as x increases. So delta x is new x minus ox, which you will get h. Okay, you can just write h. Therefore, delta y is dy over dx times delta x, which is equals to negative 4h. Okay, I'll send this to you all later as well. Okay, did everyone get this? Negative 4h. Okay, good, good, all good. Okay, all good. Let's go to the next one. Wrong. Wrong. Okay. Okay, y'all can let me see your working. Okay, remember, double check your answer in mine, because I don't have the official mark scheme for this. So I might calculate one or two of it wrong. Okay. I just want y'all to double check it. Okay, second one. Given that y equals to 1 over x minus 3 cubed, show that y minus dy over dx minus 1 over 3 d square y over dx square can be written as x plus 1, x minus 4, and x minus 3 to the power 5. Okay, so we need to find what is dy over dx and d square y over dx square. So this y they give us is x minus 3 to the power of negative 3. Okay, I convert it to this form first. dy over dx, this will be negative 3x minus 3 to the power of negative 4. I'm using chain rule here. Then I differentiate it one more time. Again, chain rule. You differentiate outside, you differentiate inside. So negative 3 times negative 4, you get 12. X minus 3 to the power of negative 5. Okay, so I'm going to sub into this equation here. Y minus dy over dx minus 1 over 3 d square y over dx squared. Okay, sub it in one by one. Okay, I convert it back to the value, to the fraction form. So 1 over x minus 3 cubed plus 3 over x minus 3 to the power of 4. Okay, minus will become plus. And here, minus 4 over x minus 3 to the power of 5. Okay, my goal here is to make it to one fraction, and my denominator is x minus 3 to the power of 5. So the first one, I will x minus 3 square. The second one, I'll multiply by x minus 3. Okay, so let's write the denominator. First will be x minus 3 square plus 3x minus 3 minus 4. My denominator will be x minus 3 power 5. Okay, then open up the bracket. X square minus 6x plus 9 plus 3x minus 9 minus 4. Okay, x minus 3 to the power of 5, we just leave it because that's what the question wants. Okay, simplify it. You'll get x square minus 3x minus 4. X minus 3 power 5. Okay, then we factorize it. X plus 1, x minus 4, x minus 3 power 5. Okay, this is, I think, quite a pretty simple question. If you are not able, you write answer as proven. This is so easy. You write proven, it's quite obvious that you'll get wrong. Okay, the thing is, you normally write the proven one. Okay, this one is easy. So you think, okay, the marker also sometimes not that blur. All right, this is not a very complex one. 4 marks only. Okay, but whatever it is, don't leave it. Yeah, don't leave it empty. You try your luck lah. Okay, just try your luck. If you cannot prove it out, right, write something out lah. Then just write until the last line. Then you all just confidently write proven. Okay, write big the proven. Write the proven bigger than the answer itself also. Then you hope the marker tired. Okay lah, this guy proven already. Okay, but this one I think is quite obvious to see. Yeah. Okay, all good. Okay, let's go to question 8. Okay, question 8. The function f is defined for x more than or equals to 0. Fx is equals to 5 minus 2e to the power of negative x. Okay, this type of question has come up a couple of times where they ask you all about exponential and ln. Then you see they ask you to find what is the domain. Okay, so how do we relate this one, right? We have to actually draw out the graph and make sense from the graph itself. So you all need to understand Okay, what are they asking you over here? They want you to find the domain of the inverse. Domain of inverse is actually what? The range of fx, right? So we have to first understand this part here first. Domain of inverse is equals to the range of your original fx graph. Got it? Okay. How to find the range of this? You draw it out. Okay, draw out this exact graph, 5 minus 2e to the power of negative x. So we need to first understand the fundamentals of exponential first, which is like this, right? Y equals to e power x. Okay, what are the things that we need to know? I told you all that exponential and ln is like Singaporean like that. Okay, what do I mean by Singaporean? We need to use the acronym SIA. Okay, if you go and talk to a Singaporean, they always say like that, SIA, right? Okay, so why SIA? S, you need to know what's your shape. You need to know what are your intercepts, and then you need to know what are your asymptote. Okay, this is for exponential and ln, because they will normally ask you, either they ask you to sketch or find the intercept, or your domain and range you need to define for this one, okay, by using the asymptote. So in this case, this one originally will be 1, the intercept. Your asymptote will be y equals to 0. Okay, you need to know this one. Okay, your y is equals to 0 above the graph again. Okay, so we go and sketch this out. So what is minus 2e negative x? Okay. Now you don't have decimals, right? So how to do this? Yeah, I teach you how to interpret. You all need to actually know this entire thing. Okay, first thing, we start from here. What's e negative x? E negative x means it will terbalik like that. Okay, all your x values will be negative. So when you multiply your x value all by negative, your left side, it will be reflected on the y-axis. Okay, like that. So here will be like this. Okay, so it won't really affect the domain or the range. It's just that your graph will look the other way around. Okay, your domain, your asymptote will still be the same. Y equals to 0. Okay, negative 2. If I negative 2 to this entire thing, what will happen? All my y values will be multiplied by negative 2. So that means it will look like this. Okay, and here, now it will intersect at negative 2. So will it still affect? Okay, this is actually a long explanation, but in exam, you all quickly go and do this. Your asymptote will still be the same. Okay, because negative 2, you multiply by 0, still the same. Okay, then what happened? If you plus 5, 5 means your vertical translation, right? Your entire graph will shift up by 5. So now my graph look like this. Okay, and where's my intercept and my asymptote right now? Yeah, so you see, I always basing it on SIA, you know. The shape must be correct, the intercept must be correct, and then my asymptote must be correct. So my asymptote right now from 0 will become 5. Okay, then my negative 2 plus 5 now become 3. Okay, so this is my fx. Got it? Okay. Based on this graph, what will happen? My range is less than 5, right? Okay, range of fx is okay, we write it as f only. F is fx less than 5. Okay, if we understand the meaning of domain and range for fx and f inverse x, my range of fx will be the same value as your domain of f inverse. So my answer, domain of f inverse is x less than 5. Is there a calculator way to find it? Not right? No? This one you have to understand all the theory of exponential and long graph. Okay, no calculator to do this. Okay, next one. Solve f inverse equals to square root 5x minus 4. Okay, how do we solve this? Okay, actually recently this paper, this type of question has been coming out. F inverse, you'll cancel it. Okay, don't need to go and do the inverse, then go and do composite function. This one you'll just cancel it, then your equation will become like this. Okay, go and solve for this. X squared equals to 5x minus 4. X squared minus 5x plus 4 equals to 0. X minus 4, x minus 1 equals 0, x equals to 4, and then x is equals to 1. Next one. 4-mark question. On the axis, sketch the graph of y equals to fx. Hence, sketch the graph of y equals to f inverse x. Show clearly the positions of any points where your graph meets the coordinate axis and the positions of the any asymptote. Oh, okay. So that means you need to show S the correct shape, correct intercept, and also correct asymptote. Okay, let's start with the original graph. So we actually done this, right? Okay, so original graph, you all see here. Okay, this is what we need to do. We need to know that the graph is like this. Okay, so my S, if you want to start from the start for SIA, so fx 5 minus 2e to the power of negative x. Okay, so I know that the graph should give me something like this already. Okay, but there are some things that I don't have yet. So like the x-intercept, right? Okay, actually your y-intercept you can calculate. So your y-intercept, you just sub in x equals to 0. So 5 minus 2e to the power of 0 means 5 minus 2. That's how you get 3. Okay, if you want to go and calculate it, which I will show you here. Okay, so if you want to, okay, this is your shape, your intercept. How did we get the 3? Y-intercept means x equals to 0. So y equals to 5 minus 2 e to the power of 0 is 1. Okay, then you get 3. That's why your y-intercept is 0, 3. Okay, then x-intercept, y equals to 0. Okay, we go and solve for this one. 0 equals to 5 minus 2e power negative x. 2e power negative x equals to 5. E negative x equals to 5 over 2. We inverse our exponential, we will get ln 5 over 2. And then here will be negative ln 5 over 2. Okay, just check your calculator. What's ln 5 over 2? Okay, you will get negative 0.9162. Okay, if you want to write negative 0.916916. Okay, so depends. You want to put it in exact value or the decimal, doesn't matter. Okay, we just write it as this one, ln 5 over 2, 0. Okay, so that means my x-intercept here, it will intercept at negative ln 5 over 2. And then 3, intercept like this. And then my asymptote will be y equals to 5. Okay, so let's sketch this out first. Negative ln 5 over 2. And over here, 3. Okay, how would my graph look like? It's a graph like this. Okay, wait, I'll try to draw nicer a little bit. Okay, something like this. Then we have to draw our asymptote. Okay, asymptote over here will be equals to y equals to 5. Okay, you need to draw this first. Then, what is the meaning of inverse? Okay, inverse is like a breakout like that, right? Okay, your whole life inverted already. So all your x will become y, and all your y will become x like that. Okay, so you just need to use the same value. Your x now become y. Your y now become x value. So we plot here. His will be negative ln 5 over 2. And then here will be 3. Okay, so I'm going to draw here like this. Okay, and what will happen also for my asymptote of this y? Okay, let me plot out this one now. This is y equals to f inverse x. Then this one is y equals to fx. Okay, another thing that we need to know is also the asymptote for this one. So here was y equals to 5. Now it will be x equals to 5. Okay, x is equals to 5. Here. This is how we get the 4 marks. Okay, any question on how to draw this? Okay, so remember exponential ln, the main points that we want to find is SIA. Okay, like the Singaporean like that. Yeah. Okay, all good. We will move on to question B. Question B, the function g is defined by 0 to 0.2 by gx 3 over 1 minus x. Okay. Find and simplify our expression for f inverse gx. Okay, so gx is here. Let's write what's fx first. Okay, fx from the previous question, we will get 5 minus 2e to the power of negative x. Okay, so we need to find what is the f inverse first. So let y equals to f inverse x, fy is equals to x. Okay, so we're going to solve for this. 5 minus 2e to the power of negative y equals to x. 5 minus x equals to 2e to the power of negative y. 5 minus x over 2 equals to e to the power of negative y. Then inverse it. Okay, this one will be ln 5 minus x over 2 equals to negative y. Y will be negative ln 5 minus x over 2. Okay. Okay, you can also bring the negative to up here. You see here, your negative can make to the power. Ln 5 minus x over 2 power negative 1, which will become ln 2 over 5 minus x. Okay, so this is your f inverse x. Okay, then we are going to do the composite function over here, f inverse gx. Gx is 3 over 1 minus x. Okay, then we're going to sub it in. Ln 2 over 1 minus 3 over 1 minus x. Okay, I'm going to simplify the lower part, the denominator part. This will be 1 minus x. Hey, is it 1 or 5? How did I get 5 here? 2 over... Okay, sorry, teacher write wrong already. 2 over 5 minus x. Okay, here is 5. Okay, so here will be 5 minus 5x minus 3 over 3 over 1 minus x. Okay, then ln. Okay, what will happen? This part here, the logic is like that. A over A divided by B over C, you'll get AC over B. Okay? Because you go and do the divide. So here you will get 2, 1 minus x over 2 minus 5x, which you will get ln 2 minus 2x over 2 minus 5x. Okay, double check your answer, see whether you'll get this. Okay, all good. Okay, good. We shall go to question 9 right now. Okay, so we have this shape over here. The diagram shows sectors AOB, COD of two circles with the same center. Angle AOB is 3 pi over 8. The length of OC is 6.5. Okay, so this entire thing is 6.5. It is given OAC and OBD are straight line and OA to OC. So OA to OC is 4 to 5. Okay, that means here to this entire thing is 4 to 5. So that means we can split it into 5 parts. Okay, we can split it into 5 parts. Okay, find the perimeter of the shaded region. Okay, so let's use this sentence over here to find this part here first. So I need here, which is the arc, then here and here. Okay, so let's find what is AC first. Okay, let's find what is AC. Okay, we can find OA first. So we can use this. OA to OC is equals to 4 to 5. OA is equals to 4 over 5 OC, which is equals to 4 over 5 times 6.5. Okay, OA is equals to 5.2. Okay, so if this part here is 5.2, AC will be equals to 6.5 minus 5.2, which is equals to 1.3. Okay, so I know here 1.3, 1.3. Okay, this part here, okay, this AB, arc AB will be based on the radius 5.2. Arc CD will be based on the radius 6.5. What formula we're going to use for arc? S equals to R theta. Okay, so AB will be equals to 5.2 theta, 3 pi over 8, which is equals to 39 over 20 pi. CD will be equals to 6.5, 3 pi over 8, which is equals to 39 over 16 pi. Total parameter, we just need to add everything up together. So 39 over 20 pi plus 39 over 16 pi plus 2 times 1.3, which is equals to 16.4. Okay, did all of you get this? Okay, I'll go a bit faster because I want to discuss the next paper with you also. Can? Okay, if all good, just give me a thumbs up. Okay, can? Okay, good. Okay, next one. Okay, question B. The diagram shows circle with center O with radius A. Sector PQR is a sector of a different circle with center R and radius Y. Angle OPR is phi in terms of A and phi, the total area of the three shaded regions. Okay, so here, here, and here. Simplify your answer. Okay, what would I do for this? I would take the area of the entire circle minus the area of this sector. Okay, so area of the shaded will be equals to area of circle minus area of sector. Okay, how would I do this? Okay, I would draw extra lines so that I can find the angle also. So over here, we know here is also phi, and here is also phi. Okay, why do I want to find this? Because I need to find the radius of this, right? Okay, so how can I find that? Okay, we write down the circle first. So area of circle, yeah, what is this? Okay, area of circle will be equals to pi a squared. Okay, your radius is A. Area of the sector. Okay, what can we find out? This area of sector. Okay, I am going to put it in terms of Y first. Okay, let's put this entire thing as Y. Okay, like this, Y. Okay, and I'm going to split this into half, and I call this point X here. Okay, so my area of the sector, this pizza slice, will be equals to half R squared theta. Okay, there's a formula, right? Half R squared theta. Half Y squared. Okay, why is used Y also actually is given to you. Okay, half Y squared, and your theta will be 2 phi, which you'll get Y squared phi. Okay, how can I find Y? I can use this triangle over here. Okay, so like this. So O, P, the center point I'm going to put is X. Okay, so here is phi, here is A. Okay, at the bottom here is 1 over 2y, right? The px. Okay, so cos, we are using Sokato, ka. Cos phi is equals to 1 over 2y over A. Okay, ka, right? Adjacent hypotenuse. Okay, they say we want it in A and phi. That means I don't want the y. Okay, so I need to make y as the subject over here. So A cos phi is equals to 1 over 2y. Y is equals to 2A cos phi. Okay, so I don't want this. I'm going to substitute this into here. Okay, so sub y into the area of the sector. Area of sector will be equals to 2A cos phi, the entire thing squared, then multiply by phi. Okay, this phi is by itself. So phi, this phi is probably some value. You don't go and multiply it with the cos phi. Okay, so what you will get over here, 4a square, this 5 behind, now I bring it in front. Okay, then this one like that. You cannot take this cos phi times 5. Okay, it doesn't work that way. Then your last part here, okay, we're going to find area of the shaded region, which is area of circle. So your area of circle is pi a square. Your area of sector will be 4a square phi cos square phi. You can factorize the a square, which will give you pi minus 4 5 cos square phi. Okay, all good. Just give me a thumbs up. Okay, good. All right, let's move on to the next one. Okay, question 10 over here. A particle moves in a straight line such that t second after passing a fixed point O, its acceleration a is given by this. Okay, so you all see over here, right? What this means is that from here, 0 to 3 the time, it follows this motion. T more than or equals to 3, then it will follow this motion. You all see over here, there's something that's common. T, when t is equals to 3, it actually you can apply for this and for this formula over here. So both of them are the common one. All right, let's look at the question here. When t equals to 1, the velocity of p is 2. The displacement from O is negative 4. Find the velocity of p when t is equals to 3. All right, what do I need to do? SVA. Okay, we find our good friend Mr. Siva. Okay, SVA, you go up, you integrate. You go down, you differentiate. So A equals to 6t. V will be you integrate 6t in terms of t. Integrate this, you'll get 6t squared over 2 plus, okay, we call it C1 because later you'll have a few C's. V will be 3t squared plus C1. Okay, they gave us some information here. When t equals to 1, V is equals to 2. So we write that down to find the C. At t equals to 1, V is equals to 2. So 2 equals to 3 times 1 square plus C. C will be equals to negative 1. Okay, therefore, my velocity was 3t squared minus 1. Okay, but is that what they want us to find? No, right? They want us to find when velocity is equals to 3. So all I need to do is sub in. At t equals to 3, V is equals to 3 times 3 squared minus 1. V is equals to 26. Okay, then the next one. Find the displacement of P from O when t is equals to 3. Okay, did they give us any other information? Okay, they also gave us here. At t equals to 1, S is equals to 4. How can you decide which A to use? Okay, you see over here, for this question, is it? This particular question, or the previous one? A1. You look over here. Okay, to find the C, this is t equals to 1, ma. So your t equals to 1, you have to use based on this. Right? You cannot use this because for me to find the velocity, if I want to sub in t equals to 1, I cannot use this equation. No, t equals to 3 is the second part of the question. You see? It's the second part, ma. The first part is they give you t equals to 1 first. Can you apply t equals to 1, v equals to 2 into this equation here, the A? Let's say if I integrate this A, the second one, cannot, right? Because this one only applies for t more than or equals to 3. Okay, you're getting confused with this one. There's two parts to it. So the first part is that we need to find the equation first, right? Of v and then in this case S. Okay, got it? Okay, we go back to this one. So this one also, because we want to sub in when t equals to 1, S equals to negative 4. So I'm going to use back this one again. I cannot use this one because this one is not applicable for t equals to 1. Okay, so the v that I'm going to use is this one. S equals to integrate 3t squared minus 1 dt. Integrate this, you get 3t cubed over 3 minus t plus, okay, let's call this C2. You get t cubed minus t plus C2. Okay, then at t equals to 1, S equals to negative 4. This is what they give us. So we're going to find what is the C from here. Negative 4 equals to 1 cubed minus 1 plus C2. Negative 4 equals to 1 minus 1 plus C2. Therefore, C2 is equals to negative 4. Okay, so what is my S? S is t cubed minus t minus 4. And then only they want us to find what is the t equals to 3. So at t equals to 3, S is equals to 3 cubed minus 3 minus 4, where S is equals to 20. Okay, then the last one. Okay, the last one over here. Now this is a fun one. They say, find an expression in terms of t for the displacement of p from O when t is more than or equals to 3. So basically, how can we find an equation? From here, I'm going to integrate to v, then integrate to s. Okay, so what is common you all see over here? At t equals to 3, right? Okay, so what we need to do, okay, we do one step at a time. This is a 4-mark question. Okay, let's write down this one first. Okay, this is for 18e cubed over e to the power of t. Okay, this is for the one that is t more than or equals to 3. So I'm going to start with this equation here. Okay, meaning I have to integrate this. Okay, so I rewrite this as a equals to 18e cubed e to the power of negative t first. Okay, when I integrate it, okay, let's call this, okay, we call this a2. Okay, so I just now got a1 and a2, right? So this one, v2, okay, when I integrate, I will only integrate the one with the variable. Okay, so the one that don't have, I just leave it outside so you don't confuse yourself. So 18e cubed, you integrate for e to the power of negative t only. E cubed is a value, so you don't go and integrate the e cubed. Okay, so what we get over here, you'll just get a negative 18e cubed e to the power of negative t plus c. Okay, let's call it c3. Okay, so once again, what is common? Okay, what is common? From the previous question, okay, so from previous, the reason why they ask you to find out in the previous one, from previous v1, okay, at t equals to 3, v, okay, just go back, v is equals to 26. Okay, so my v1 is equals to 26. This will be common between both of it, because at t equals to 3, they will be at the same point. Okay, so your SV and A, because t equals to 3 applies for both the equation. Okay, so what I'm going to do is sub t equals to 3 and v equals to 26 to v2. Okay, sub it in. 26 equals to negative 18 e cubed e power negative 3 plus c3. Okay, I'm subbing it all into here. Okay, rearrange the entire thing. You get c3 equals to 26 plus 18 e cubed e power negative 3. Okay, e cubed e power negative 3 will become e to the power 0, which is equals to 1. And then here we'll get 44. Okay, so what's my v2? V2 will be negative 18 e cubed e power negative t plus 44. Alright, you understand what we're doing here? Because at t equals to 3, okay, you just need to take note of this. At t equals to 3, my s, v, a are same values for both equations. Okay, because only at t equals to 3, it is applicable for both equations. Okay, so now I want to find my s. So I integrate. Okay, integrate this one here. So integrate negative 18 e cubed e power negative t plus 44 dt. Okay, this one, all I need to do is integrate this. Okay, so this will just be negative 1. So here will become 18, positive 18 e cubed e power negative t plus 44 t plus c4. Okay, from the previous question, you all go and see what was the s value. Okay, this one again from previous s1 at t equals to 3. s is equals to 20. Okay, so I'm going to sub t equals to 3, s equals to 20 into s2, okay, which is what we calculated over here. Okay, so that I can find what is my arbitrary constant C4. So here will become 20 equals to 18 e cubed e negative 3 plus 44 times 3 plus C4. Here we get 20 equals to 18 plus 132 plus C4. C4 will be equals to negative 130. Okay, therefore your final answer, 18 e cubed e power negative t plus 44t minus 130. Okay, good. Good. Give me a thumbs up. Okay, anyone got a different answer? All same answer? Okay, all good. Take a screenshot this. Okay, I'll send this to you all. Okay, we go to our one last final one. Okay, this one is a fun one. One sentence, 9 marks. Okay, normal to the curve. Y equals to sine 4x minus pi at the point A0, where pi A is in between pi over 2 and pi, meets the y-axis at the point B. Find the exact area of triangle OAB, where O is the origin. All right, what do we need to find over here? Okay, so what I will do is I will sketch it out first to understand this. We break down the sentence. Okay, they say normal to the curve of this graph here. Okay, point A is what? Point A is basically your x-intercept, right? Because something 0 ma. Okay, then they say here where your angle is in between 90 degrees to 180 degrees. Okay, so we might not understand like why they give us this one first. Maybe it's through the solving. Okay, solving of the trigo. Okay, so we need to know that it is within your second quadrant. Okay, so your answer needs to be pi over 2 to pi, meets the y-axis at point B. Okay, so this is your y-intercept. Okay, if I were to sketch it out, how would it look like? I got O. Here I got O. A is probably somewhere here. Okay, this is A because it is A0, right? Then B is probably somewhere here. Okay, I don't know where is it, but it's my y-intercept. Okay, so the triangle that we want to find is this times this times this. So actually I can just take half times base times height. So as long as I got the point of here, right, the B and the A, I can just use half times base times height. Okay, then exact area means maybe it might be in terms of pi or ln. We just leave it in that case. Okay, so let's look at this. What do we want to find? The normal to the curve y equals to sine 4x minus pi at the point A0. Okay, what do we need to do for this? Okay, I'll ask you first. How do you find your point A? Okay, normal to the curve. Okay, yours, look at the sentence. Okay, just look at the sentence here. You see which sentence it's referring to the normal to the curve? Because I honestly, when I read this question, right, I also got very confused. You see, I'm gonna highlight the sentence. The normal to the curve y equals to sine 4x minus pi at the point A0 meets the y-axis at the point B. That means, right, the normal to the curve is only referring to this meets the y-axis at the point B, you know. Okay, it has nothing to do with the point A one. Make sense? The point A, okay, the point A is still referring to this part here. So we are going to use the point A. Okay, we are going to use the point A based on this equation itself. Okay, so I'm going to calculate this out. Point A. Okay, point A. A is A0. Okay, so my equation is y equals to sine 4x minus pi for this equation. Okay, so A0 means I will solve for this. 4A minus pi equals to 0. Okay, like this. All right, got it? What this means? Okay, so go and solve. Okay, go and solve for this one here. Okay, so my angle will be like this. Okay, so my here will be 0, pi, 2 pi. Okay, 0, pi, 2 pi. Okay, what would be my domain of values here? Originally, they give us in the question, pi over 2, a pi. So I want to do 4a minus pi, right? So the whole thing I multiply by 4. Here will be 2 pi. Here will be 4 pi. Then you minus pi. Okay, minus pi. So this one will become pi. This will become 3 pi. Okay, so which one will be your answer? Which will be within the range? 2 pi, right? Okay, pi, you cannot include pi when we calculate for this one. So we are going to take just this value. So it's either 0 pi or 2 pi. Which one is within this domain? Only 2 pi. So we're going to take 4a minus pi is equals to 2 pi. Okay, this question is actually very, very confusing. So yeah, make sure you all take note on the sentence here. It's a 9-mark question. So 4a will be equals to 3 pi. A is equals to 3 over 4 pi. Okay, therefore your a here is 3 over 4 pi, 0. Okay, you find your point A already, go and find your point B. Okay, so my a over here would be 3 over 4 pi. 3 over 4 pi. Okay, point B. So for point B, I need to find what is the equation of the normal first. Okay, point B. So y equals to sine 4x minus pi. Okay, find the equation of normal. So I need to find what's my dy over dx. dy over dx, this one will be 4 cos 4x minus pi. Okay, then okay, from A, okay, so from A, we had this one. Okay, this is basically A. Okay, dy over dx. So we want to find at the normal. So at basically it cuts at the A lah. Okay, the normal will cut at A. So here is 4 cos 4 3 over 4 pi minus pi, which is equals to 4 cos 2 pi over here. Okay, equals to 4 times 1. Okay, so your dy over dx is equals to 1. Okay, this is for your tangent. Okay, so how to do your equation of the normal? The equation of normal. Okay, so you need to do this first. M normal, which is equals to negative. Hey, sorry, this is 4, not 1. Okay, so your equation of tangent is 4. Your equation of the gradient of normal will be negative 1 over 4. Okay, so I need to find the equation of normal first. We are going to use the point A, 3 over 4 pi 0. Okay, then I'm going to sub into this equation. Y minus y1 equals to mx minus x1. Okay, sub it in, you get y minus 0, 3 over 4 pi. What am I doing? Negative 1 over 4, x minus 3 over 4 pi. Okay, equation of normal will be y equals to negative 1 over 4x plus 3 over 16 pi. Yeah, use red color because just I highlighted red on top. Okay, so this is the equation of the normal. Okay, how to find point B? They said that point B meets y-axis. Okay, that means my x will be equals to 0. So y equals to negative 1 over 4, 0 plus 3 over 16 pi. My y will be equals to 3 over 16 pi. Okay, therefore my b value will be 0, 3 over 16 pi. Make sense? Okay, so now my b over here is 3 over 16 pi. So what is my total area? All I need to do is half times base times height, okay, based on the triangle that I drew at the start. Okay, my bottom here is 3 over 4 pi. My top is 3 over 16 pi. So total area OAB will be half times base 3 over 4 pi plus times 3 over 16 pi. Total will be 9 over 128 pi squared. 9-mark question. Okay, you hope this one don't come out. Equation given is tangent. It is always no equation. This one where got tangent? This is a curve. Basically, you have a curve. Okay, you see how the story is like that. I have a sine curve. Okay, the normal to the curve at maybe at point A. Okay, so I have maybe a tangent here. Okay, I don't know how it looks like. Maybe the tangent looks like this. Okay, you need to find what's your equation of tangent first. Okay, so sorry, you don't need to find your equation of tangent. This one they want you to find equation of normal. So over here at the point A, the normal at this point. Okay, so that means the tangent passes through A, but the normal of this that passes through A will meet at the y-axis at the point B. Got it? Like this. You don't get the initial. Basically, point A falls on here. Okay, point A falls on here, on this graph. That is given to you. Okay, so A is on this y equals to sine 4x. You look, okay, it's the sentence that's very confusing. So that's why you see I highlight like that. The normal to the curve to this point. Okay, you read down like that. The normal to the curve at the point A0. Okay, so normal to the curve at the point A0. So basically A is here is somewhere on the sine graph. So you don't need to do anything to find A. You're just substituting it inside. Okay, but you need to find the equation of the normal, okay, at the point A. Then this normal, okay, maybe this is your normal line, okay? This is the normal line. The normal line passes through the y-axis, meets the y-axis at the point B. So for you to find point B, you need to find the equation of the normal first. Okay, that's why we find the equation of the normal. Can you understand the sentence? You all just see, oh, you don't understand this? This one just solving on here. This going back to your trigo. Sine, how do you solve for sine is equals to 0? This basically is like your ASTC. Okay, but I mentioned to you all, you want to solve for -1, 0, and 1, you just use the graph. Don't need to use ASTC, because if you use ASTC, you might lose out the values. You know how to do trigo or not? Trigonometry. This part is solving of trigo. Okay, any more questions? Any more question here? Okay, if okay, give me a thumbs up for this here. Okay, do you all score for this question? Are you okay? Okay, honestly, when I read this question also, I keep reading over and over and over again. Then I find it, oh, okay. Okay, yeah, if you don't understand, just rewatch it again. Okay, still don't know, you all can clarify me. Okay, so in short, okay, A is just A. There's nothing about A that you need to solve. This part here, if you don't know this part, it's not that you don't understand this part. This part is trigo, solving of trigo. Okay, they say it needs to be in here, your A. Okay, so it can basically your A can be 0 pi or 2 pi. Okay, 0 pi or 2 pi. You can go and calculate for 0 and pi also. You'll get out of the region. Okay, the value you'll get out of the A here. Okay, like how you all solve your trigo. All right, this is the end. Okay, this is the end for February, March. Not an easy paper, I would say. So hopefully you all can score for the next one. Okay, so this is it. We will end the recording over here for February, March 2023, paper 2-2.